Back.
What's up? Mark, 59, Mark. Check, 59. And let's get in home.
Ito Smith, his first carry. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold, and Diggs has it. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you had a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On the return is Cohen. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. The 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 9, Murray hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Ito Smith. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. It's complete to Diggs. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got one. Lady.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Mike is 59.
On third down. Boom. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Check me out. Lady. Hey, wahoo!
Darnold on first down.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here,
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Alpha. Target.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Darnold. Open here, Adam Thielen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A final shot before half from Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's got some space here. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Murray now on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Murray sets to throw on fourth. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check.
They go back to the ground with Smith. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Man, 80. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. You ain't got that.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. Check 3.
They'll run it again with Smith. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A 1st down carry for Smith. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, 36-yard line. Not today, you said. Not today. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey. Check. Hey, lady. Whip. Watch the whip.
Again, it's Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On the draw, this is Smith. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Come on. Hey, watch that. Good. 54. Mike, 54. Go. After you. I'm coming after you. Back.
First down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding.